I just wanted to end this video with telling you a few things to look out for if you choose to go with any law firm, mine included. I'll tell you what we do a little bit differently, but these are the things to look out for. The first thing is trust payment holdbacks for litigation. Now, when we work with other law firms to file asbestos lawsuits, we maintain sole responsibility for the asbestos trust claims. When your trust claim gets approved, we take our fee and we send you your portion, no matter what. Now, another law firm, if they have your trust claim and they're financing a lawsuit for you, they can say, hey, $20,000 just came in for you from this trust, but we're going to go ahead and take all of that because we're going to use it to fund your litigation. There's nothing wrong or unethical or illegal or anything about that. A lot of firms do it, and it's detailed out in their contract. But I don't think that folks should have to take that particular risk. The trust claims should be theirs. So when my law firm works with another firm to file lawsuits, we maintain the trusts and our client gets their trust money, even if the firm loses at trial. It's not wasting that money, which sadly does happen. You go to trial and you lose everything. We don't want that to happen, so we don't let that happen. Another issue to be aware of is Medicare reimbursement. Now, if you get lung cancer and Medicare pays $10,000 in chemotherapy for you, and you get a $100,000 asbestos settlement, they're going to get their $10,000 back. They're entitled to be repaid for that. Medicare has what's called a super lien, which means that they get paid before anybody else. So you don't get to skip out on repaying Medicare. And this might sound unfair to you, and I don't particularly like it myself, but there is some fairness to this, that if they don't get paid back, then that means you kind of got paid twice. You didn't have to pay your medical bills, and you got your settlement money that was supposed to compensate for that. And the last point to make is about proper wills and other documentation. Unfortunately, I deal with a lot of clients nearing the end of their life with diagnosis of cancer, that some of which is fatal and they're not going to recover from. And we always try to work with them to make sure that their will and any other paperwork relating to how they want their asbestos claims to be handled, we want that all up to date. Because every state has their own set of rules put in place how to handle it if somebody dies without having a will. And those default rules are not always what people want them to be. Now, we can get payments from our deceased clients to go to the heirs, but it's a lot more complicated, and we don't get to necessarily honor the deceased client's wishes. So we work with them all the time to get their wills up to date. In some cases, we'll take care of it for them. Other cases, we'll work with a law firm that will do that. But if you have been diagnosed with any sort of a fatal illness, or you just realize your own mortality, that we're all going to pass someday, it behooves all of us to get these documents in order, because the state isn't going to do necessarily what you want them to do.